Imagine you're just chilling, looking up at the night sky. Everything seems perfectly normal. The stars are shining, the universe looks peaceful. But what if I told you there's an invisible, planet-crushing monster hurtling through our galaxy right now at 100,000 miles per hour? I'm not capping right now. Astronomers have literally confirmed the existence of rogue, wandering black holes. They have absolutely zero light, zero heat, and zero warning. They are just drifting through the Milky Way like the ultimate cosmic imposters, and scientists estimate there are up to 100 million of them out there. If one rolls up on our solar system, we are completely, unequivocally, 100% cooked. Today, we aren't just talking about your average, textbook space vacuum. We are diving into the most unhinged, absolute unit black holes ever discovered. The ones that break the laws of physics, the ones that eat entire suns for breakfast, and the ones that are so stupidly massive, they make Einstein's theories sweat.
Hey, welcome back to MindSpark, the place where curiosity comes alive. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what would happen if things suddenly changed instantly? Stick with me, because the answer is way more shocking than you think.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to MindSpark, the only channel where we take the wildest facts in the universe and break them down until your brain actually short-circuits. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because today we are talking about the ultimate cosmic delete buttons, black holes. Look, we all know the basics, right? A black hole is what happens when a massive star runs out of fuel and collapses in on itself. It packs so much mass into such a tiny space that its gravity becomes literally infinite. It's got so much gravitational rizz that not even light, the fastest thing in the entire universe, at 186,000 miles per second, can escape its pull. If you cross its boundary, called the event horizon, that's it, bro. That is the ultimate read receipt. You ain't coming back. But here's the thing, not all black holes are created equal. Some of them are just chilling, minding their own business. But others have infinite aura. They are massive, they are hungry, and their stats are completely broken. We're going to rank the most terrifying glitches in the cosmic matrix. Grab a snack, strap in, and let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with a black hole that is on a permanent, astronomical dirty bulk. Meet SMSS J2157. Located about 12 billion light-years away, J2157 is what astronomers call a quasar. Now, a black hole itself is invisible, right? But when a black hole is eating, the gas, dust, and straight-up shredded stars swirl around it in a ring called an accretion disk. Because of the insane gravity, this material moves at nearly the speed of light, rubbing together and creating so much friction that it heats up to millions of degrees. This friction makes it shine so brightly that it outshines entire galaxies. But what makes J2157 so unhinged isn't just its glow. It's its appetite. This absolute unit consumes the equivalent of one entire sun, every single day. Let me break that down so we can fully comprehend this level of gluttony. Our sun is huge. You could fit 1.3 million Earths inside our sun. J2157 eats that much mass every 24 hours. If you put J2157 in the center of our Milky Way galaxy instead of our current supermassive black hole, which is named Sagittarius A*, by the way, shout out to SAG-A, it would be catastrophic. Our black hole, SAG-A*, is kind of a quiet, sleepy guy. It barely eats. If SAG-A** wanted to grow as fast as J2157, it would have to consume 2/3 of all the stars in the Milky Way. J2157 is 34 billion times the mass of our sun. That's an unfathomable number. It's literally eating so much and so fast that it's pushing the absolute theoretical limits of how fast matter can physically fall into a black hole before the radiation blasts everything else away. Bro is literally eating the universe. W appetite, but a massive loss for any star system anywhere near it. You thought 34 billion solar masses was crazy? Cute. Let me introduce you to the final boss, the king of the cosmos, ton 618. For the longest time, astrophysicists thought there was a hard cap on how big a black hole could get. They figured around 50 billion solar masses, the gas surrounding it would just form into stars instead of falling in, cutting off its food supply. But then we pointed our telescopes at ton 618, and the scientific community collectively said, "Wait, what? Ton 618 is located 18.2 billion light-years away. It is an ultramassive black hole. And I'm not throwing that word around lightly. Scientists literally had to invent a new classification because supermassive just didn't cut it anymore. Ton 618 sits at an estimated 66 billion solar masses. Look at this scale. This is our entire solar system. If you replaced our sun with ton 618, the event horizon the edge of the black hole where literally nothing can escape wouldn't just swallow Earth. It wouldn't just swallow Mars or Jupiter. It would extend 40 times further out than the orbit of Neptune. It would swallow the entire Oort cloud. It's a sphere of absolute darkness that is so wide. It takes light moving at 186,000 miles per second over a week just to cross from one side to the other. It is one of the single most massive individual objects in the entire known universe. And the quasar it powers, the swirling disk of doom around it, it shines with the light of 140 trillion suns. It's so blindingly bright that we can't even see the galaxy it lives in. It totally outshines hundreds of billions of stars. Ton 618 doesn't just have main character energy, it is the universe's main character. Everything else is just an NPC. Okay, let's take a quick timeout from the giant monsters and talk about the mechanics of why black holes are so terrifying on a personal level. Like, let's say you're an astronaut. You got your little spacesuit on, you're floating through the void, and you accidentally catch slipping near a stellar mass black hole. What actually happens to you? You might think you'd just get crushed, like a tin can at the bottom of the ocean. Nope. It's way more unhinged than that, because a black hole's gravity is so intensely concentrated, the gravitational pull gets exponentially stronger the closer you get. If you are falling feet first toward a black hole, the gravity pulling on your feet is millions of times stronger than the gravity pulling on your head, even though they are only like 6 feet apart. This creates something astrophysicists actually call tidal forces. And what does it do to you? It stretches you out, vertically, while simultaneously compressing you horizontally. You are literally extruded like toothpaste out of a tube. The official, scientific term for this, and I swear I am not making this up, is spaghettification. You get turned into human spaghetti. Your atoms are ripped apart in a single-file line and added to the black hole's mass. But here is the most wild part. Time dilation. Thanks to Einstein's theory of general relativity, extreme gravity warps time. If I was chilling in a spaceship, watching you fall into the black hole, I would never actually see you cross the event horizon. To me, you would appear to slow down and slow down and slow down until you just froze on the edge, slowly fading to red as your light gets stretched. But from your perspective, you'd fall straight in a matter of seconds, watching the entire future of the universe play out behind you on fast forward. Time is entirely relative. Gravity just bends it like it's absolutely nothing. Valid theory, but an absolutely terrifying reality. We are at the final chapter of our deep dive, and honestly, this one breaks the game. We talked about ton 618 at 66 billion solar masses. Physicists said, okay, surely that is the absolute maximum. Then they looked at the center of the Phoenix galaxy cluster. Let him cook, guys. Let the universe cook. Because what they found there is so massive, it technically shouldn't exist. Enter Phoenix asterisk. The current estimates for the black hole at the heart of this cluster sit at around 100 billion solar masses, a completely incomprehensible number. Scientists literally created a new theoretical category for this called slabs stupendously large black holes. Here's why Phoenix asterisk is terrifying. It breaks our understanding of time. See, black holes grow by eating stars or merging with other black holes. But the universe is only 13.8 billion years old. Even if Phoenix asterisk started eating nonstop from the exact moment the universe was born, there physically hasn't been enough time for it to get to 100 billion solar masses. It's like finding a 10-year-old kid who is somehow 80 feet tall. It makes zero logical sense. So how did it get there? Physicists have a highly sus theory. They think Phoenix asterisk might not be a regular black hole. They think it might be a primordial black hole. Instead of forming from a dying star, a primordial black hole would have formed in the very first fraction of a single second after the Big Bang. The universe was so dense, so hot, and so chaotic that pockets of space just collapsed under their own weight instantly. If this is true, Phoenix asterisk has just been sitting there since the literal dawn of time, anchoring thousands of galaxies together, a relic from the exact moment creation happened. It is a literal glitch in the matrix, a leftover piece of the Big Bang's source code. From invisible assassins drifting through our galactic backyard, to gluttonous monsters eating a sun a day, to primordial anomalies that break the laws of physics, black holes are the most beautiful, terrifying, and awe-inspiring objects in existence. They remind us of exactly how small we are, and how much of this wild universe we still don't understand. So, I gotta ask you guys, which one of these cosmic nightmares gave you the most existential dread? Are you more terrified of the invisible rogue black holes sneaking up on us, or the sheer, unhinged scale of ton 618? Drop a comment down below with your biggest mind-blown moment from today's video. I'm going to be in the comments reading and replying to as many as I can. If this script absolutely cooked your brain today, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss out. We are building the smartest, most curious community on the internet right here at MindSpark, and I want you to be a part of it. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars, stay curious, and whatever you do, try to avoid getting spaghettified.
If this video made you think even for a second, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to MindSpark for more mind-blowing ideas, and tell me in the comments what topic we should explore next. Until next time, keep your mind curious,